Imagine for a moment that your mind has two buttons. One, bright and gold, promises instant happiness, immediate reward. The other, more discreet and serene green, guarantees future security, peace, and freedom. Which one do you press most often? The uncomfortable truth that many do not want to admit is that we have been programmed to choose the gold button over and over again, even when we know it harms us. This is not just another finance video. This is a journey inside your brain, a deep exploration of the invisible battle between your impulsive self and your visionary self. Today, we unravel the psychological threads that prevent you from saving and push you into debt. And we will do so with a rawness and honesty you may not be used to hearing. Let's start with the great taboo, the elephant in the room that no one wants to talk about. Debt is not just a number on a statement. It is an emotional weight that settles in your chest. It's that dull anxiety that visits you at night, that constant stress mentioned in a study affecting more than half of the people for whom money is their primary source of anguish. It makes you feel trapped, and that feeling of drowning stems from deep psychological factors. Have you ever bought something you didn't need just to feel better after a bad day? There lies the first trap, instant gratification. We live in the era of right now, and our brains are wired to prefer a small but immediate reward over a large but future one. It's the same mechanism that makes us devour that bag of chips even though we wanted to eat healthy. Advertising and easy credit exploit this weakness mercilessly. But the story goes deeper. Our relationship with money is not born with us. It is forged in childhood, in what we quietly observe at home. What did you learn as a child? If you grew up in an environment where money was synonymous with anxiety and survival, it's likely that today, as an adult, you have a paralyzing fear of poverty, even if your income is sufficient. Or conversely, if your family spent uncontrollably, you may have normalized the idea that there will always be more money available, leading you to a cycle of compulsive shopping and debt. These are not just bad habits. They are deeply ingrained mental schemas. And this is where I want to introduce the controversial element. The idea that I know will make many raise an eyebrow and others become enraged. Poverty is not just an economic condition. It is in many cases an inherited state of mind. Don't get me wrong. I am not saying it's your fault. I am saying the system is designed for you to inherit your parents' fears and dysfunctional behaviors regarding money, creating a cycle that repeats generation after generation. The blame lies not with the child who internalized those patterns, but with the adult who refuses to examine and break them. Let's observe how this mentality operates in everyday life. Take Aina's case. Aina has a stable job, but at the end of the month, her account is at zero. She considers herself bad at saving. The reality is that her lack of self-control and low self-esteem lead her to seek shopping as a balm for her dissatisfaction. Every package that arrives at her door is a small hit of dopamine, the reward hormone that makes her feel euphoric for a moment, only to leave her with remorse and often more credit card debt. It's a vicious cycle. You feel bad, you shop to feel good, you go into debt, and that makes you feel worse, which drives you to shop again. It's an addiction. And just like with any addiction, the first step is awareness. So, how do we reprogram our minds? It's not just about willpower. It's about smart strategies that work with your psychology, not against it. The first step is to make peace with your financial past. Think, how does money make you feel? What emotions arise when you receive your pay, when you go shopping, or when you pay your debts? Writing it down without judgment is an act of liberation. Treat yourself with kindness. Recognize that those emotions and behaviors have an origin, and that you have the power to change them. The second step is to create a financial plan that is your map to freedom. It's not a rigid and boring budget. It's a life plan. Make a clear list of your income, expenses, and debts. Set achievable goals. Celebrate every victory, no matter how small. Did you pay off a small debt? Celebrate it. Did you manage to save 5% this month? It's a monumental victory. Let's talk about practical tools. Visualize your financial success. Write a letter to your future self, describing what your life is like without the burden of debt, with a safety net that gives you peace of mind. Read that letter when you feel the temptation to give in to an impulsive purchase. Another powerful habit is the emergency fund. This is not savings for your vacation. It's a shield against anxiety. It's the money that protects you when an unexpected expense arrives, preventing you from going into debt again. Cultivate healthy financial habits like someone tending a garden. Prune the vampire expenses, those subscriptions you don't use, the dining out you don't fully enjoy. Water the plant of automatic savings. Set up an automatic transfer to a separate account as soon as you receive your salary. This way, you save without even thinking about it. Remember, money and mental health are two sides of the same coin. You cannot have a peaceful mind if your finances are chaotic, and it is difficult to organize your finances if your mental health is not a priority. If you feel that anxiety or sadness is too overwhelming, seeking professional help is not a sign of weakness. It is the smartest decision you can make. You are investing in your most valuable asset. And as we move forward, I want you to keep one question in your mind. Are you ready to break the chain? Are you ready to stop inheriting fears and start bequeathing freedom? The decision to press the green button, the one of serenity, is in your hands alone. The path begins now. And with that, we reach the end of our journey. It has been a profound pleasure to accompany you on this exploration. But the real work begins now in your daily decisions. If this video resonated with you, if it opened your eyes, or gave you a valuable tool, let me know. Like this video, share your most personal story about money in the comments. Without fear, this is a safe space, and subscribe for more content that challenges your way of thinking. What other topic would you like us to address? The psychology of investing, or perhaps the mindset of the entrepreneur? Let me know in the comments. Your journey towards financial and mental mastery has just begun. I'm your name, and I remind you that your mind is your most powerful asset. See you next time.